Hi everybody, today we're coming to you live from Prince Edward Island. My name is Sebastien Richard. I am a coach with the John Maxwell team. I'm also a speaker. I'm an author and the founder of Thriving on Purpose.
Hi there, I'm Elisabeth Richard. I'm a coach and trainer with the John Maxwell team. I'm also married to Sebastien we've been married for close to 15 years, and we have 3 young kids under 7 years old. And so what I do is I coach people one-on-one, and I also help them build their MLM business. I help them build a life that they love from their laptop from home.
First off, I want to apologize if I sound a little hoarse. It's because I have a spring cold. Not too fun, but anyway, I'm here to give you some good content today, and so is Liz. And cold or not, you're going to appreciate this, I'm sure. So the subject of today's live is the 5 do-its to make it happen. So we're talking about do-its, okay? So the first do-it, and by the way, when I say to make it happen, it's whatever you want to make happen. Everybody has different goals, everybody has different ambitions, and there's things you need to implement to get there. So those are the do-its we're going to discuss today. You might want to become a famous singer, you might want to become a pro athlete, you might want to become the best plumber in your city. I don't know what it is that you want. I don't know what your it is. I know what my it is, but whatever your it is, it applies, okay? So the do-its we're going to talk about today do apply to any of your its out there. So the first do-it that you need to implement to make it happen is the famous Nike slogan, just do it. Okay, we're all familiar with the Nike tagline, just do it. And that's a really important one because the first thing you need to do is to get started. Whatever it is you have in your heart, in your mind, whatever it is that you want to accomplish, the first step is to actually get started in doing it, right? So just do it. So just get started. Begin, okay? Just begin. Do the project. Start the business. Get the loan from the bank if you need it. Ask the girl out if that's what you're out for. Apply for that position. Just do it. Like Zig Ziglar says, okay? You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. My mother used to tell me, God bless her soul, she passed away 2 years ago, but she used to tell me oftentimes when she would see me hesitate and being afraid to move forward or to do whatever I needed to do, she would say, Sebastien, action is a magic word. Action is a magic word. Now, you might ask, do what? Well, like I said, it depends on it for everybody. It's different, right? So here are some clues as to what you should do. What's the do-it in your life? First clue, do the thing that's been nagging you for a long time. Oftentimes the thing we need to do is the thing that's been nagging at us for a long time. It's silently nagging and it's always coming back in your mind and you just like push it away, push it away. That's probably the thing you need to do. Second, what makes you angry in your life might be a very good clue as to what you need to take action on. Oftentimes, the stuff that makes us angry, the stuff that we don't like about our lives, the stuff that we really hate about our lives is a really good indication of what we need to take action on. And thirdly, the thing we most fear to do is oftentimes the thing we most need to do, okay? Which brings us to our next point, the fear thing.
Yeah, so this is one that was a big game changer in my life, was do it afraid. Because oftentimes we tend to think that we have to be ready to be able to accomplish what it is that we know that we have to do. So I love what the president of the John Maxwell team said, Paul Martinelli. He's the one that actually coined the phrase, do it afraid. He oftentimes told us this when teaching us to build our coaching business. He'd say, build your wings on the way down as well. So because guess what? Like Yoda said to Luke Skywalker, you will be afraid. So when building that business or venturing out in a pursuit of your dreams, you will have to do things that you are very afraid of. Things that stretch you, things that get you out of your comfort zone. things that will make you lose sleep, and things that you might also be afraid to invest in. So sometimes you have to spend in your business, and that can scare you. You're afraid, is it going to work out? Is it not going to work out? So it's kind of like a gamble. You're putting money on the table and you're not sure what the outcome is going to be. But if you don't do it, then you'll never know, and you'll never experience this success. So here are a few good quotes on facing your fears. So one of them is, do the thing we fear, and death of fear is certain. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Action cures fear, inaction creates terror. Douglas Horton. And never let the fear of striking out get in your way. Babe Ruth.
I love the quote by Babe Ruth, the fear of striking out. If you don't swing the bat, nothing's going to happen, right? So you have to face your fears and swing away, swing away. So the third do it, okay? The third do it is do it anyway. So for do it anyway, I could use my own words, but I think the words of Mother Teresa's poem expresses best where I want to go with this. Mother Teresa wrote a poem. Anyway, it's attributed to her. I'm not 100% sure it was her, but I think it is. So she wrote a poem that's really, really good, and it really speaks volumes in the do it anyway subject. So here's the poem. I'm going to read it to you, okay? People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you're kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you're successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you're honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. Build it anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give the world the best you've got anyway. You see, in the final analysis, it's between you and your God. It was never between you and them anyway. So yes, friends, you will encounter all kinds of trouble on your own hero's quest. Financial setbacks, trials, tests, failures, mocking of friends and family also. Do it anyway. That's the do it anyway that I'm talking about. So this is the persistence part, okay? Do it anyway is the part where you need to be persistent in the pursuit of your dreams or goals, okay? Your mettle will be tested time and again in more ways than you can even imagine. When you start out, you think, oh, I might be tested in ABC, but guess what? You didn't figure out D, E, F, and all the other kinds of tests that are going to come your way. Trust me, there's going to be plenty, okay? And this is the do it anyway is the where we separate the men from the boys, because oftentimes when the going gets rough, that's when those who are going to quit are actually going to quit. But those who won't get tested and they get through it. And that's the thing that's really important. So it's a marathon. Achievement is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And only those with the strongest hearts will finish the race.
Exactly. And the fourth do it is do it consistently. So Tony Robbins said this: it's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives. It's what we do consistently. For those of you who have read Darren Hardy's book, The Compound Effect, it's an excellent book, and it shows you exactly how important consistent action is in order to achieve your goals. So consistency is not flashy, it's not impressive, and it doesn't get you noticed. Consistency is what you do when nobody's looking. It's the nitty-gritty behind the scenes stuff that isn't popular or even likable. So it's the stuff that you need to do, that you know you have to do to get to your goal, but these are things that nobody sees. So oftentimes we have this phrase that we say, your success is the success that people see is what you did in private for years and years and years. People think, oh, you're just lucky. People think, you know, you have success, this all of a sudden happened to you, like, wow, what a miracle. But they don't know how many years that it took you to get to the point where you are now, right? So I love John Maxwell's teaching on the rule of 5. Sebastien spoke about it in a video he did on YouTube entitled Why Every Entrepreneur Must Have a Rule of 5. So you can find that on his page as well, Sebastien Richards' page. The rule of 5 is simply 5 things that you do consistently every day until you reach your goals. So John Maxwell melted it down in 5 points, and he does these 5 points, and everybody applies these 5 points differently in their life, because not everybody has the same goal, not everybody has the same dream they want to attain. So that's the whole idea. So consistency is key. If you're in an MLM, you'll hear that very, very often, to be consistent in the daily actions that you need to apply.
Yeah, consistency is not popular. It's not it's not flashy. It kind of sucks, but it's the thing that you do in the background. It's the thing that nobody sees, and it's so crucial. Consistency is the key. It's one key anyway. So finally, we reach our last do it until. The late Jim Rohn was well known for saying this in his speeches. He would answer the question, how long should you give a baby to try to learn to walk? Well, until he actually does it, right? You give him as long as he needs. As long as he needs until he actually walks. Any mom would tell you that, right? Any mom who's training her child to walk would say, well, he's going to have to do it until. There's no other way. Exactly. Well, it's the same with your goals. It's the same with your dreams. You have to tell yourself, I'm going to do it until. Like Liz spoke earlier about the rule of 5, the 5 things that you need to do every day consistently. Well, those 5 things, you're going to have to do them until. Jim Rohn in the same speech, he said, promise yourself you'll read the books until your skills change. You'll go to seminars until you get a handle on it. You'll listen to it until it makes sense. You'll go for it until you understand. You'll practice it until you develop the skill. Never give up until, however long that is. Very important word, until. So how long shall I put in all this effort to try to reach my goals and change my life? Do it until was his answer. It should be your answer as well. I made it my answer. I'm doing it until, okay? So always remember that everything worthwhile in your lives and mine will be uphill, okay? And it's going to take time. So do it until. Let's just recap when as we finish this little live, this short live. Let's just recap the 5 do it so you can jot them down and remember them and implement them in your daily life. So the first is just do it. The second one is do it afraid, because you will be afraid. The third one is do it anyway, no matter what, do it anyway. Like I have a cold today, I'm pretty much feeling like crap. I'm doing it anyway, okay? Do it consistently every day. Do it consistently all the time until you reach your goal. And obviously the last one, do it until. And may God bless you as you do it and do it and do it and do it again. All right, guys, have a great day. It was great being with you live today. I hope this has blessed you. And if it has blessed you, be sure to share it with your friends.
Bye.
Bye-bye.